Well, Sullivan Phillips, you have been kind of doing wonderful things over the last few years, both on and off the basketball court. But last year, you finished a book, and it would appear that it's going well. How did you come about with the book and the fact that you're coming to Bermuda very soon to have a book signing?
Honestly, the book came about at first. It was a selfish notice because I knew I could write something. And right at my last season in Germany, I knew that we had a fan base of almost 20,000. So selfishly, I thought, right, if I get this out right in time, you get that big surplus going into retirement. But if I'm honest with you, it just didn't work out, and it came around through some life lessons that it came out at the right time last year. So it came out last year. We test drove it here, and then this year coming up, we'll bring it to Bermuda, bring it home, and try to share with the public there what we're doing.
Now, in the book, you have very unique messages because of your life experiences. Tell us a little bit about your challenges that you had growing up, and then obviously making it, 12 years in Europe playing basketball?
Right. So here's the funny thing, Earl. Like, a lot of people don't even know, I played professional football in the States as well for 3 years in college. So I played for, what was the team? Boston Bulldogs, and my coach was like Stevie Nickel, guy from Liverpool. So I played football for a couple of years, and that was probably the most trying time because it showed me like the nature of the business. Like, I was really good, had great things going for me, and I got hurt. I dislocated my shoulder, and a long story short, man, they basically just turned their back on me, like, you're no good to me. So from that point there, it really showed me like the business side of things, and even as a young man still in college, like it just showed you like the world's cool. And so these are the type of things that I put in the book, just like real talk lessons that people don't necessarily talk about, especially when they look at it from a perspective of, this is the high life or this is the life that everybody wants, but not a lot of people talk about the downside. Like, I'm sitting in a hospital with my shoulder like wired up, and the team only covered the bill. They didn't send a taxi to pick me up. They didn't send no recovery. Nothing. Like, they set me up with a therapist to get help, and nobody came to me for nothing. So these are the type of things I want to share with people. Like, sometimes you think you want something, and you have no idea what you're really trying to sign up for.
And then basketball seemed to be your out because you really grew in stature in that sport.
Honestly, basketball did. It did. It really worked out for me. The thing about basketball was I was always kind of good at it, but I just really fell in love with football coming to Bermuda. But I didn't even understand that both would work together so well. Because basketball now, with the footwork from football, became a lot more easier. So a lot of the things I was doing, a lot of the other guys weren't able to do or didn't have the basics. But it allowed me to grow, like, in a big way, like playing in Europe, and not only playing domestically, but even getting to travel. Like, I've seen 6 continents, all from basketball. So, it allowed you to grow so much, but it also allows you to see, coming from Bermuda, like how spoiled we are, like how blessed we are. So there was a lot of things that basketball did that I'm so excited and happy for. But one of the biggest things, it helped me to evolve.
When you come to Bermuda, you're looking to have a 3-on-3 tournament as well. Do you think that's the future of the game in Bermuda because we're such a small population?
No, not at all. Honestly, Earl, I just wanted to do something ground basis. And I want to be clear. Like, it's a 3v3 tournament. That's the fundraiser. And the funds and proceeds are split between Bermuda Basketball Association, the place that helped me evolve into who I was as an athlete, Mentoring Academy that Chris Compton runs. It goes, and the reason why we chose that is because the vision that he had is similar to what I have here as a nonprofit, where it's guys-based trying to develop, because I see such a big problem with young men in Bermuda, that they're going astray. And we're just hoping to come together, not just to show the sport, but to show that we care. I mean, the vision going forward is definitely to make this into a 5v5 tournament, hopefully turning it into like a weekend thing where, again, we have families coming in. And it's not just going to be basketball. We'll have a moon bounce. We'll have, different activities for kids. So we're going to try to make this a total family event. But definitely don't see basketball being shrunk to 3v3 because of our population. I think we're super talented. I think we have super good future. The U19s are going off this summer. So there's a lot of practice. There's a lot of promise in the sport. But, this is just my give back, like something I want to do every year to try and help somebody else, possibly achieve what I was able to achieve through sport.
When you look back at some of the things that you would have put in that book, because you have to go back in your mind and your memory and remember those times, what would you say stands out of everything that you get feedback on from the book, from people reading the book?
Honestly, Earl, most people look at it that I know have read it, and it's just like you're a cat. Like, you should have died so many times. Like, this is crazy. Like, some of these stories I share in the book, like, planes almost crashed. I was messing around with a girl, her boyfriend had a gun to my face. Like, it's so many different stories that, that people have come to me like that. If it wasn't you and I didn't know you, I'd think it was a lie. Like, because they're just not everyday activities that people normally go through. But again, that's why you share them, because, when I was young, if somebody would have told me a lot of the things that I experienced, I might not have done it. I don't know. But because nobody told me the truth about, like, hey, you know what? You could be the guy. Like, you could have all these girls, but one day somebody could be in your face with a 9mm and ready to kill you. Are you ready for that? Like, those things people don't really say anymore. So those are the kind of things that people have told me that were like, wow, like, that's really crazy. Like, I can't believe that happened.